Hey there, Detroit sports fanatics. I'm Taylor Phillips, and welcome to Taylor's Detroit Sports Show postgame Wednesday, April 15th, 2015 at 11 p.m. Eastern. Lots on the plate tonight, although this is now spring, only for pro sports. So it's still Tigers, Pistons, and Red Wings tonight. Just a minute here. Reload my Blog Talk Radio studio. There's a rare one there. Launch the chat. And then I'm going to share on Google one more time. Okay. Tigers got a home run, got a solo home run from Rajai Davis to deep left. Alfredo Simon went 8 innings flat and got the win. Joakim Soria pitched yet another 1-2-3 inning and got his 4th save of the season, 4 out of 4 thus far. Let me see here. Tigers got their Davis home run in the 7th. In the 6th. That's about it. Alfredo Simon pitched about threw about 110 pitches. I posted a status on Facebook that said, "How about Joakim Soria? 2 straight 1-2-3 innings, 4 clean saves. Tigers win 1-0." Rich Spicer agreed with me on this, commenting, "At this rate, no one's going to be anxious to see Joe Nathan return." And I commented, "Soria will be the closer anyway." But once again, Joe Nathan's possible return is April 22nd. That is a week from today. Tigers have tomorrow off. Then they return home to Comerica Park to take on the Chicago White Sox Friday through Sunday, all at 1:08. Tigers take 2 out of 3 in Pittsburgh. give both Shane Green and Alfredo Simon credit. They both pitched 8 shutout innings each, and Joaquim Soria did all the did all the work, did all the 9th inning work cleanly, setting batters down up and down 1, 2, 3. Which makes everybody's point that Joaquim Soria should be the permanent closer for the Detroit Tigers. Now, Joe Nathan still has 1 year left in his contract, worth $10 million per year for 2 years total as the original closer, but Dave Dombrowski, the Tigers' general manager, has the power to do what he wants with Joe Nathan's contract. But if he were to terminate it, it would be too hasty. Nathan's 1 for 1 in save opportunities, but Soria is 4 for 4. And considering that Nathan blew 7 saves, as we all remembered last year, people were talking about the Detroit sports media was talking about the Tigers, whether or not the Tigers should move Joe Nathan to either the 8th inning or the middle innings, possibly the 8th inning, as a setup guy. That talk was a bit early. That conversation with James Schmell and his fans took place on Twitter yesterday. And that is a really tough decision for Dave Dombrowski to make. But he has the power to do what he has to do, just for good business. He can make Nathan the setup man and have Soria be the closing pitcher permanently. Moving on to the Pistons. They close out the 2014-2015 NBA regular season tonight at Madison Square Garden with a 112-90 win over the New York Knicks. Reggie Jackson led the Pistons in scoring with 24 points and 11 assists, only 4 rebounds. Andre Drummond with his last double-double of the season, 17 points, 12 rebounds. Contavious Caldwell-Pope also had 17. Greg Monroe and Anthony Tolliver and Jody Meeks, all three of them, each cashed in with 10. Caron Butler with 14. Quincy Miller with 6. Joel Anthony and John Lucas III with 2, which rounds out the points in 112. For New York, Tim Hardaway Jr., the former Michigan Wolverine, barely led the Knicks in scoring with 25 points. Only three rebounds, 2 assists. Cole Aldrich got himself a double-double of 24 points and 15 rebounds. J.R. Smith with 9. What's going on here?
Welcome to Blog Talk Radio. Please enter your host. To start your show now. Since it appears you're calling back into a live show, we are reconnecting you now.
Okay, apologize for the technical difficulties. I don't know how or why my line got cut off. But anyway, J.R. Smith with 9, Thomas with 6, Luke Galloway with 7, Early with 7, Leto and Larkin with 5 each, Amundsen and AC with 1 each. Pistons finished 30-52 on the regular season. And I'm looking forward to next season when Brandon Jennings returns. The Pistons offense will be blazing all season next season. The points that the Pistons are going to score per game are going to skyrocket, like I said earlier. And the only, like I said before, the only thing they need to improve on is their defense, especially at the 3-point line. They got to guard the arc better. Can't keep leaving opposing shooters wide open for threes, and because especially considering most of those 3-point shots are going to fall. So not much talk about the Pistons tonight as they wrap up their season. I'm going to go to the Red Wings. I got a lot to talk about them. The Red Wings and Lightning face off at 7:30 in Game 1 of the Atlantic Division semifinals. The first round series of the Stanley Cup playoffs. about if I go to DetroitRedWings.com and check out their preview one more time. Surprise update. Johan Franzen, of all people, skated earlier today after the Red Wings practice in Florida. He's still not available to go, but it's just an update. But anyway, Peter Mrazek has been given the nod by Coach Mike Babcock to start in between the pipes against Ben Bishop. Thursday's game 1 on Thursday drops its puck at 7:30. Game 2 Saturday at 3. Game 3 Thursday at the Joe at 7. Game 4 Thursday at home at 7. Games 5 Saturday, 6 Monday, and 7 Wednesday to be determined. Times to be determined. Yzerman's Lightning take on the Red Wings. That's the preview I was looking for on DetroitRedWings.com. I'm going to do a scouting report on just the Lightning. I already went through the Eric Cole and Justin Applicator injuries on Spreaker earlier this past Sunday, so there's that. There's those. There are those. The Lightning have one of the deepest set of forwards in the NHL. Nine players scored 12 or more goals this season. Steven Stamkos surpassed 40 goals for the fourth time despite several different line mates, including Alex Killorn, Ryan Callahan, Valtteri Filppula, and Jonathan Drouin. The line of Tyler Johnson, Nikita Kucherov, and Andre Palat was one of the most productive in the NHL. All three have more than 60 points and a plus 30 rating or better. Kucherov struggled to stay in the lineup at times in his rookie season last season, but the 21-year-old enjoyed a breakout. Kucherov plays larger than his 5'11", 184-pound frame and is willing to go into congested areas to score. Brian Boyle can provide a scoring punch with 15 goals and has played shifts on defense when injuries forced him there. Rookie Cedric Paquette was an early call-up from Syracuse, who played his way into the lineup with his gritty style and a knack for scoring ugly goals. Filppula, the former Red Wing, sacrificed some of his offensive numbers by becoming the primary third-line center, but remains a major part of the power play. The Red Wings do miss Filppula, one way or another. The Wings have Tomas Tatar and Gustav Nyquist, with Pavel Datsyuk and Henrik Zetterberg, of course. Luke Glendening, Darren Helm, with his speed. Glendening can shine with left winger Drew Miller. Glendening is the right winger. Defensemen, the Lightning have been dealing with injuries. Braden Coburn, however, with his foot injury, will return for game 1. He was available for the first round. They were hoping to have Andre Suster back from an upper body injury and Jason Garrison from the same injury. But Garrison is expected to miss the first round. Anton Strawman will be needed by the Lightning. Will need Anton Strawman to step up, and Victor Hedman as well. Matthew Carl. Nicholas Kronwall will team up with Jonathan Erickson, Danny DeKeyser with Kyle Quincy, and Marek Zitlitsky with Brendan Smith. Goaltenders, Bishop and Mrazek. Red Wings won their last meeting in the season series 4-0 at the Joe. Special teams. The Lightning's power play has been inconsistent and is in the middle of the pack. The inconsistency has been frustrating to Stamkos, who has often questioned his teammates' efforts when the unit has struggled. Even with the injuries, the Lightning are a top 10 team on the penalty kill, and much of that can be traced to Boyle and Strawman, who have played in every game this season. For the Red Wings, their power play production and the penalty killing effectiveness fell off toward the end of the season after each was surprisingly good early. Glendening, Miller, and Anderson are outstanding penalty killing forwards. They should be the number one penalty killing unit. And Kronwall and Erickson are usually effective when playing shorthanded. They just got to stop turning the puck over and quit making careless mistakes. The series changer for the Lightning, Tyler Johnson, and for the Red Wings, Pavel Datsyuk. The Lightning will win if the young defenseman can perform well until Suster and Coburn return and Bishop shows his early regular season form. The Red Wings will win if Datsyuk can stay healthy. He, Zetterberg, Tatar, and Nyquist can provide offense. And if Shahan wins his third or second line center matchup. They also need to avoid turnovers and have one of the goalies play well, especially Peter Mrazek. The Red Wings must eliminate the turnovers that late in the season made the goaltending issues even more glaring. Neither Tatar nor Nyquist, Thomas Tatar and Gustav Nyquist, managed a point in a 5-game playoff loss to the Boston Bruins last season. Shahan is a big center who plays well defensively, has shown good hands, has passing ability, and knows how to control and protect the puck in the offensive zone. By the way, the Boston Bruins surprisingly have missed the playoffs, and so have the defending Stanley Cup champion Los Angeles Kings, who won the Cup last year with a 3-2 overtime win in Game 5 at Staples Center over the New York Rangers on a Friday night. So 2 surprising playoff non-appearances by 2 teams that were supposed to make it. They obviously really bottomed out. the Red Wings, with their 24th consecutive playoff appearance, will try to reach a conference final for the first time in 6 seasons. Many have predicted the Lightning will win, but there are some that believe the Red Wings have a shot, including Pat Caputo from 97 won the ticket. He said that earlier, about an hour earlier tonight in Southfield, with co-hosting with Dennis Fithian, his primary routine partner in crime. Mrazek will be an X-factor goaltender in this series. But Alexei Marchenko will be a backup, will be a necessary backup for the on defense for the Red Wings. If any of the Red Wings defensemen keep turning the puck over in their own zone, costing Mrazek more goals against. And if that happens, then it'll be time for Alexei Marchenko to step up. So that concludes Taylor's Detroit Sports Show postgame Wednesday, April 15th, 2015 at 11 p.m. Eastern, at 11:30 p.m. Eastern. I need to change the headline of this podcast here. Anyway, I'm Taylor Phillips. Talk to you tonight at either 11 or 11:30. I'll figure it out. TTFN, ta-ta for now.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio.